my favorite movie is The Dark Knight, Batman, yeah? It's a fantastic movie directed by Christopher Nolan, and my favorite character is the Joker. Now, legend has it, the guy who plays the Joker is called Heath Ledger. He was so immersed in his role that what he would do is he would lock himself up in a hotel room for weeks, just rehearsing and getting into character. This thing was so difficult for him that he began to cause this role to morph into something that Christopher Nolan had not even envisioned. So he changed how Joker talks. He would change the walking style. He would do his own makeup, actually, just to make sure that he fully embodied this character of the Joker. The story has it that by the time they were finishing the movie, it was very difficult for Heath Ledger to dissociate from the character. And this is something that happens with actors all the time. Actors actually need therapists. They're like psychologists. They need therapists. So every time they get into a role and they get so deep into it, they have to get therapy to help them remember that this is simply a role that you're playing. Now, I'm saying this because what they don't tell you about your vision and about being successful is true success is going to enslave you. Your vision is going to make you a victim of its imperatives. When you decide that I'm going to become truly successful, you're going to have to sacrifice yourself on the altar of your vision. Your vision is going to determine where you go, who you can go with, what you eat, how you dress, how you talk. It's going to determine where you live. It's even determine the kind of person that you can marry, the relationships that you can have, what time you wake up, what time you sleep. When a vision begins to grow, so we start off and you're like, oh, I just want to be a pilot, but the vision begins to grow. As it grows, it begins to suck up more of you. It places a demand on you. It forces you to behave in a certain way. And if you truly want to maintain fidelity to that vision, you have no choice. You're going to have to completely surrender who you are. I laugh at these guys who say, I want to be free, I want to be wealthy, I want to be an entrepreneur so that I can be free. You know, when I'm successful, I can choose what I want to do. No. When you're truly successful, that's the one guy that cannot decide what he's going to do next week. Your schedule is predetermined. Your program, the people that you're going to meet, the things that you can and cannot buy, they are already pre-programmed by your vision. Michael Phelps is one of the most decorated Olympians. This guy won 8 gold medals in one Olympic competition. At some point, he was running from one race to another race with like a 30-minute or 1 hour separation between them. And he's winning gold medals in both races. But he says that for 5 years, he swam every single day. Do you know what that means? As in, for 5 years, he swam every day. He swam on his birthdays, he swam on Christmas, he swam on Christmas Eve, he swam on New Year's Day, he swam when he was sick, he swam when he was having a fight with his family, he swam when he felt like it, when he didn't feel like it, he swam when it snowed, when it was shining. This is what it means to be successful. So it's important that you appreciate that there are sacrifices that are made on your way to success. And one of the main things that your vision will do for you is it's going to hold up a mirror to you. If you're in public speaking, one of the things you have to do is you have to watch yourself. And if you've ever watched yourself perform, the first thing that happens is you cringe. You don't want to see because you hear your voice, it sounds different. You see your movements, there are quirks about you that you don't like. But that's one of the things that we have to do when you're in the public space. You have to watch yourself. And it's difficult because now finally you can see you the way other people see you. So success and your vision will force you to take a good look in the mirror. You have to take responsibility and say, I did that. I said that. I messed up. I could have done better. I didn't live up to my potential. Success will force you to do that because it forces you to review and look at how you're performing vis-a-vis how you can perform. And when you start doing that, you place a higher demand on yourself. So you stop comparing yourself with the other people, because it's easy to compare yourself with people you can see. But now when you see yourself, you forget about everybody else and you start looking at you and you say, what did I not do? What did I not say? What did I not put in? What work didn't I put in? And the reason why your vision will force you to do that is when you begin to rise, you're competing with other people that are studying you. And the more you succeed, the more people study you. And they study you so well that they know you better than you know yourself. So if you don't become the kind of person that is a student of yourself, you're going to fail, because other people will study you better than you study yourself. So the more you study yourself, the more you become willing to change. And so one key attribute of successful people is they are always willing to transform. They are not wedded to their ideas. So the reason that you're confident is not because you're wedded to your ideology, it's because you're wedded to the idea of success. And so success forces you to introspect and say, can I change this? Can I change how I handle this person? Can I change this relationship? So successful people are always willing to change tact. Because looking at yourself in the mirror forces you to understand that you are a work in progress. You are constantly evolving. Anytime I see anybody that's not willing to change, I know that's a guy who's not looking at themselves in the mirror. If you're not looking at yourself in the mirror, you think that you're the best, but you're not. You're not. You have to watch yourself. And that's where the greatest of the great have coaches. Because the coach has an opportunity to look at you and tell you, you're not good enough. Think about it. Michael Jordan's coach was not a basketball player at the time he was coaching. But Michael Jordan, the best basketball player in the world, has to be willing to listen to a guy that does not play basketball on the regular and receive criticism from him. So the best of the best learn to receive criticism from other people, because they are not competing with those other people. They are competing with themselves. And a coach teaches you to compete with yourself. So a coach holds up a mirror for you and says, this is who you are. Forget about me. This is who you are. And that's exactly what a vision is going to do for you.